Waiting. Type it in the stuff. Woohoo! Okay, I apologize. It's a little bit shaky. I'm holding it by hand, so since it's not on the camera, since it's not on the tripod, but I'm here to let you know that we are having a special grab bags. So they're not available in store. So let's run down the things. There are two size options. There is fat quarters, and it is a baker's dozen. So it is 13 fat quarters for $24, or it is 13 half yards. They are mystery bundles. They will be wrapped. You will not be able to see what's inside them. You cannot open them before you buy them, obviously, because they're not available in store. But I will give you a preview of the yardages that will be available. That's why no tripod. How does it work? Oh, 13 half yards for $50. Yeah. So I think that is the ins and outs. That is all I have tonight. There is going to be more because I ordered way too much stuff and I don't have enough room to put it. So I have to clear off some shelves. But this is all new things. Well, new-ish in the last year and a half. Yeah, it's a lot. So, given that, if you want to order, and our app should be done by the end of, if not this week, definitely by the end of next week. So I'm super excited about that. So you'll be able to download that pretty soon, really quick. So if this is your first time joining us, I'm Brianna. This is the Farmer's Wife Quilt Shop. And tonight we're doing grab bags. We use the Comment Sold platform. So if you have not joined us before, what you're going to need to do is type register in the comments. And then once you hit register, you're going to get a message in your Facebook Messenger. Follow the link in your messenger, fill out the information. You'll be registered with our store. Once you register with our store, at that point, anytime we have a live, all you will need to do is say sold 101, and it's going to pop that right over in your cart. Yes, it's going to pop it right over in your cart, and you have 3 hours to pay. Super simple, that easy. We did a live last Friday. Everything is packed up. The mail lady will pick it up tomorrow. So Friday's orders are all out and ready to go. So we're running about a 4 to 5 day time frame, just to let you know when you order. I don't think there's anything else. I'm sure that there is, but it doesn't matter. It does not matter. So let's look. And I'll flip the camera around whenever we get over there. Excuse me. My nose is running. Camera flipped. Okay, so these are our yardages. Mystery bundles will come from these pieces and more. This is just one table. We have 2 tables just like this. Just to give you an idea, it will be a mixture. We are not taking requests. So if you want a half yard bundle, you're going to say sold 100. Again, that's going to be the featured yardages in there. Come to the end so you can see what these are here. We've got more there. We've got more everywhere. It's just everywhere. And then to get the fat quarter bundle, you're going to say sold 101. And you can shop this now, you can shop it later. These bundles will only be available on the website. Shipping is free after $100. Yeah, I think that's it. Oh, fat quarters. I got boxes and boxes of fat quarters, so never fear. Tons and tons of stuff. Super delightful. And actually, we're going to make those half-yard bundle, those half-yard specials. They're going to be $48. Yep, done. 48 bucks. There you have it. All updated. So whenever you check out with that, like I said, what did I say? Sold 100 for the half yard special, sold 101 for the fat quarter special. 13 fat quarters or 13 half yards. And then Friday will be our next live. Set you on my computer right here. There we go. So Friday will be our next live, and Friday will be, it'll be Fat Quarter Friday. So we will feature a pattern for Friday that is Fat Quarter friendly, and then our favorite bundle to go with that said pattern for you. Our live on Friday will be at 7 p.m. Correct? Yes, 7 p.m. Gotta make sure, check the calendar. Yep. On the 11th at 7 p.m. We will also be live on the 11th at 1 p.m. Eastern Standard Time for our day on the 12 at 12 virtual shop hop. Super fun. We had Cactus Quilt Shop today, so it's going to be awesome. It was very busy. Busy. I will have, you got an email today. You will have an email also on Thursday. Thursday we'll have our calendar for this month and next month. It will be an event calendar and a whatnots calendar. Whatnots of what we're up to around here. So, given all of those things, if you have any questions, be sure to pop them in the comments. What else was I going to say? Oh, virtual classes. That's it. That was it. So we have some virtual classes coming up. I'm still sorting out on how to get those on the website. But my question is, for virtual classes, do you like pre-recorded, Facebook Lives, or Zoom classes? Which would be your preferred method for learning? So just type that in the comments. I would love to see that. And I'll draw. Yeah. Okay. So given all those things, now I'm off to cut more bundles and get the shop tidied up and ready for Zoom classes. Lana? How do you pronounce it? Lana or Lana? I'm asking that like you're going to be able to tell me. Facebook. Do you like it where, Dar, do you like it where you can, you just like to type to comment, or what? What is it about those venues that you like? I guess I should ask. Zoom, I'm assuming it's because you can be more interactive because you're on the screen as well. I am not on the app yet. The app will be available to download hopefully by the end of the week, if not by the beginning part of the week. We're working out the squeaky bugs right now. The type to comment. So I have planned a beginner's sewing class, a beginner's quilting class, and an beginner's embroidery classes. If you don't fit into one of those three things, which one of those, what that you would want to attend, what else are you looking for? It is hard because I have this heap ton of knowledge and I would love to be able to share it, but I need a funnel. Oh, it's okay. It's fine. I'm just asking. Dar, I don't know. I'm not super techy either. I just kind of bumble my way through the dark. I just truly, let me turn my bumble my way through the dark on most of my tech things. And sometimes it doesn't work. I'll be very honest. Sometimes it just doesn't. It's just a thing. Trying to sort all these things out. So do you want, are you looking for project specific classes or just like a general knowledge class? Because those are two entirely different things. Both are equally as fun. So that's my question, because I can do either way. I can create a project for us, or we can just have a knowledge crushing session. Because I do things way more, not way more, a lot differently, because I was raised by, that is, Katie, that is guaranteed. We're going to do beginning sewing, beginner quilting, and beginner machine embroidery. All of which, machine embroidery is my strongest suit. I will be very honest with that. Followed up very, very closely with working with sergers and knits. I have a huge passion for doing that. It is one of my faves. I make my kids' clothes, and so we definitely need to make sure we schedule in a machine embroidery one. We can do a basic beginners thing on, do a project. We could do a table runner. I have a really cute table runner that we could do for fall. That is, it's a mixed media. So it's applique and straight stitch out. It's not super huge. Tracy, you will be addicted forever. I say that because my first sewing machine was bought for me by my mom for my graduation present whenever I was 18. And it was an embroidery machine. And I am no longer 18. 18 was a very long time ago for me. I have a child that's closer to 18 than I am, okay? And I love it. Love it. I have a multi-needle and 2 single needles. It is so addicting. You want to embroider all the things. All the things. That is by far my favorite. But I can show you the theme for the table runner. I have to do a fall one. Yes! Quilt labels and how to do that. You need... I would definitely cross machine embroidery things off of want lists and put them over on need lists. See, I think that despite people who say, oh, I just won't ever do a machine embroidery yet. Just don't do it yet. You will get there. Let me grab that table runner real quick because I'm going to do a fall one. This one I did for spring and St. Patty's Day, so it's definitely green. Crystal, my hat is off to you for that one. Off. Absolutely. I just quilted with a walking foot because I did it anyway. I did little rubber duckies on the pants leg of his underwear. So, what they don't know won't hurt them. Will they even notice if you don't say anything? Oh, it's okay. Carol, I think that every kind of art has some sort, every kind of thread art, no matter if it's done by hand or by machine, is its own form of handwork and art. That's it, Crystal. It's the hoopings. It's all those hoopings. So, there we go. So this is a wall hanging / table runner. You can do it however you want to. This one, like I said, this one I did in the spring for St. Patrick's Day. But I'm going to do one that's going to be fall themed. And I'll do one that is more modern and vintage. I like vintage themed things. So sunbonnet Sue's leaves, pumpkins, adorn mine. I have, I've got another one that I did that it's a quilt top. And that's the ease of it. I'm going to do a baby one. I'm going to do a baby one. A class on a baby quilt top. But it's the hoopings. I don't want to hoop that much. I love to float things, and I have been floating for a very long time. And I think that would be it is a hard habit to break. Let me grab this other quilt top that's waiting to be quilted. It's embroidery. Look at this one. He has a thread on his nose. I have to find a pair of scissors and cut that off. See? And I think, and I have some tips for easing up the stiffness that you have in your machine embroidery too, because it really shouldn't be all that stiff when it's done. That's waiting to be quilted on the long arm. So we're definitely going to do machine embroidery classes. We will definitely do some sewing classes. We can do zippers. Are y'all comfortable putting in zippers? Do we need to do a class on doing zippers? Because we could do zipper bags. We could do a skirt. We can do... We should do some reading pillows. We should do some reading pillows because we could put a zipper in the pot on the back for the stuffing the pillow. You've never put in a zipper? It is a skill you need. Because we can do reading pillows. Would you be interested in reading pillows as a sewing class? Because we can cover zippers and we can do buttons. Bag. Dar, once you put in a zipper, it is so easy to do it that it won't matter. It just, schematics is the biggest part of it, is the hurdle for the brain. Hi, Kathy. We can combine that class because we can do, yeah, we need to do a bag and a reading pillow because that can knock two things. That's a sewing and embroidery class because we'll put a motif on the front. And if you don't have it, you don't have to put it on there. You just use I can show you how to, we can fussy cut fabric to go on the face of it. But if we do the reading pillow, then that's both buttons, buttonholes, and zippers for the enclosure on the back side. Woohoo! This helps me. I have to funnel my ideas down because otherwise they're all running with the wind. And then quilt wise, I was thinking of doing placemats, hot pads, and those things for the upcoming, as well as an apron for a sewing class. Sewing is an apron class, and then we'll do for quilting classes, we can do quilted hot pads and table toppers. Unless somebody else has a better idea. That's where my brain went. Gifts for the holidays. There we go. Quilted gifts for the holidays. I'm making cryptic notes so that I can remember what I was thinking later. So, I have got a lot to run with. Has everybody's kids gone back to school yet? Okay, so a fussy cut. I have a piece of fabric that I will show you that's going to be perfect to illustrate that. So when you fussy cut something, you're bringing a portion of the print to be the headline. So usually, whenever we're quilting, we tend to just cut everything. Whenever we're sewing, we just cut it and sew it together, and it is what it is. When you talk about fussy cutting, you are deliberately going to measure and cut so that a portion of the fabric that you're working on is the highlight. Let's say like we want this piece here to be the center of the block. We're going to lay our ruler on this and trim around it to make that the center of the block. If we want, this row, because there's several rows here, so let's undo it so we can see. So we would trim it like this and like this, so that this portion that's right here, make sure you can see everything. So this portion that's right here is going to be the highlight of the reading pillow. So on the, it has the pocket on the front. So this is going to be the piece that we're going to focus on making sure that you can see on the pocket. And then everything else around it is just going to highlight this. This is our focus fabric, and that's a fussy cut. You can do the same thing on bags, or English paper piecing hexagons. If you want a piece of it, you set that hexagon down on top of it, make sure that it's centered there, and you cut out around it, and away you go. That's how that works. Excuse me. My pleasure. My pleasure. So we'll talk about how to do that, because fussy cutting, and I've got another example of that. We did, you remember the farm border print fabric that we showed during the Quilted Bee shop hop 2 weeks ago? So we highlighted that border print. Let me grab this real quick. Sorry, it's forever away. Okay, so here's the border print that I'm talking about in question. all of this, right? We cut 2/3 of a yard off of that into different focus strips like this. And that strip is going to be hemmed and then stitched down on this towel. Flip it over so you don't see. And then that fabric becomes the feature on the towel. So there's a lot of ways that fussy cutting can do amazing things. And that's just a border print. That's just one way. But I'm going to call it quits now. I have to go to Walmart, get milk. I have to go to, then I have to go home and cook dinner. Dinner is a big thing. Otherwise they will eat me, my children, my family. I will be very tasty. So thank you very much. Y'all have a great evening. And be on the lookout. If you have not signed up for notifications, you want to comment live so they make sure that you know whenever we go live. And make sure that you have signed up to get our emails so that we can, whenever we send those out, you get that and can be on the list to sign up for our classes. Woohoo! Fun stuff. All right.